it's Christina from Christina of Light. Thank you for visiting with me here. When you watch my videos, you're always in a protective bubble of love and light, watched over by all my guides and angels. My much gratitude to them for this. This is my Friday random reading for anyone who's called to it or is just interested in what the message may be about. So this morning, very early this morning, when I was getting ready for work, I got a direct message from God, which will be happening more often because I've upgraded a lot. God's light work, I had posted it already, but I'll reiterate it. God's light workers and one love, I am love, and his shield of protection honor the armor. So I've been activated to do, I just got that, I've been moved to the head of the realm, and I see myself in some sort of spaceship in the control room, like, and I sit down and I hear I'm master at my craft. So I believe I'm receiving all of my gifts now. I think what's happening is I'm being completely unlocked to what my my past lives have my body is ready to receive all of that now, because when you start to go through your spiritual awakening initially, you can't take in everything that your soul has to offer you in this lifetime, because you will go into psychosis because it's too much for the human body to handle. You have to keep upgrading the human body so it can withstand that energy pile on, really. It's you're upgrading your body every time you level up. So and in the end, you go through your lives and you go through all the shit you go through, and it is your suit of armor, and absolutely honor it because it's been your journey. It's made you who you are. It's brought you to this point. And when you have reached a point where you're a direct channel from to God, at that point where he just literally communicates with you like this, you are protected. It's without a doubt, you are protected. You are shielded and veiled. There is a filtering system, a protection system around you naturally now, because you are rewarded for your work. You are rewarded for walking in his footsteps, Jesus' footsteps, excuse me, but in the name of God. This is what this is about. This is why we are here. This is why we contract people to be in our lives, and we build that armor, because it is those of us, those few who are successful in a lifetime, moving through all of those obstacles, leveling up in the earning of that armor, that warrior, that light warrior. It's quite an accomplishment when you have the bat phone to God. I wanted to tell you that tomorrow for my self-care message, I'll be speaking with the Lyrians, and I was told today to talk about that self-care message about redemption. God wants me to talk about that too, so I don't know how that's going to come into play with that message, but that's what I'm told to speak about. So some of the things that I got for this reading, it's just a lot of energy now. I already feel the Aquarian energy. The deck I'm using is the Samhain deck, and we're not even in Samhain until October 31st, but I'm already feeling that energy now. And oh crap, did I put it down? I don't think I wrote it down. I might not have. Okay, I'll just say it anyway. So there's a couple things that I got. First of all, I got the greatest gift you can give someone is a gift of walking away. And the reason I tell you that is because in my lifetime, there's been many a times, which I didn't realize, earlier on, um, my energy supports systems. It supports the space around me because of my high level of being that I've accrued over lifetimes. So the gift in walking away, it's not that you don't care. It's not that it's not anything. It's the gift in walking away is you give that person the gift of you're not doing things for them. They have to learn to live themselves. They have to learn to heal themselves. They have to learn to take care to self-care themselves. And it's not up to this is something I had to rectify along my journey is no matter how much I know about somebody, how much information I have, that I went through shit to learn how to know how to do these things in all my lifetimes, because I haven't even had really a big reading about some of the stuff that I've gone through in my lifetimes, let alone just in this lifetime. But the greatest gift you can give somebody is to walk away from them sometimes when they may need you the most. And that is because they need to learn to tend to themselves. It's not up to you. It's not your responsibility. You owe nobody anything. The only person you owe anything to is yourself. Period. Take care of yourself and leave the rest up to God. Let go and let God. The serenity prayer. I'm getting that again. That's been coming up a lot. You need to learn to allow people to fall. People need to fall because it is in that falling that they learn to live or die. It's harsh, but it's the truth. That's where you find your self-worth. I've had to do it myself several times. You get pulled down so bad, you need to learn how to crawl out of it. I've never had a drug problem, but or an alcohol problem. I've had other problems that brought me to my knees to help me to find God, to find the care for myself when nobody else did. At any time in my life when I've fallen to my knees, nobody was around. And if there was people around, they were beating me up at the same time that I was down on my knees. I'm not crying to you a sob story. That's just, I'm letting you know how my life's been. So if you're going through that, I understand. I've seen a lot of shit in my life. A lot of people have. But you don't crumble to it. You bust your nuts and you get out of it. Because that's what the journey to God is. So the greatest gift you can give somebody is the gift of walking away. Sometimes they need to know what it's like to not have anybody so they can find their self-worth to earn their life. Find it. That's what they contracted for their journey here, for their life. There's you don't force things on people, you flow with it. You can't force anything to happen. That's not how energy works. I just want to also give a heads up to people depending on your spirituality, because I know my channel is getting ready to pick up. So I'm trying to get some words out there ahead of time when people start looking, because I know my light just got really freaking big. So, and there's awakenings coming between now and March like crazy. So I wanted to put out there right now, the Dark Angel movement is very fierce right now. There are energy vampires and forces that feed off of your light. You need to protect yourself. You need to discern who should be in your inner light circle and who shouldn't be. Um, those of us who work from our heart, um, and um, work with rose-colored glasses, because that's who we are, because that's how we operate. That's what our power is love, bringing love to the planet. You become a beacon of light, but then you attract a lot of moths. You need to really hone in on your intuition and discern, and watch out for red flags, and keep good boundaries and space between you and people now. Even the best of people will find a way to take advantage of your light because it's intoxicating. It's very uplifting, and you where we see the best in people, sometimes the worst comes out of them, and you need to expect that and be aware of it so you can look out for it. There are people who just can't handle what is going on right now. You need to know your tribe and remember that people are going to lash out, because the brighter your light is, you mirror to people what they need to work on. It's happened to me my whole life. That's one of the main reasons my mother beat the shit out of me when I was younger, and was so awful to me, because I was a pure. The younger you are, the purer your light is, because you're not tainted by human life. So you come out of the womb pure as can be and shining bright as all hell. That's why people are so attracted to you when you're a little baby, because you are pure light. You are a clean slate. You've forgotten everything. You signed a contract to forget everything before you come back here again. It's the planet and the people around you that mold you to what you're going to be from there on in. And a little bit's genetics, but you need to know your tribe and be aware that people are going to lash out at your light, and know it's not you, and to just not feed any energy into it and completely walk in the other direction if you feel it necessary. You're going to have days now where you're gonna really need to hunker down and either stay away from energy or replenish. I mean, the higher in vibration we all become anyways, that's going to be necessary. But there's a massive shift that's settling in, that's going to quantify all of this by March. And there are just some people that are not going to be able to handle this Aquarian, the Aquarian age, and the air energy that comes with that. It's just very fast paced. Things manifest very quickly, so you need to be careful of your words. Be very cautious of them, because what you think you hate, those words may come back to haunt you. Those will be like fast moving daggers. So you need to be careful. Really hone in on what you're saying and be an adult, and just know what you're doing, because the more negativity you put out there, the more you're going to magnetize back to yourself. What isn't compatible with our heart chakras now is simply just going to fall away. It's I'm getting live and let live. You know, it's do you, you know, kind of like feeling. Things are seeming very simple for those of us who are capable and able to handle the energy of the now. People overcomplicate. Humans are very overcomplicating of things. They get bogged in the quagmire of life and 3D bullshit very easily, and they don't see the higher process that's taking place. It's very easy to lose your train of thought and what you really need to be focusing on, the big picture, and get lost in the details. And this isn't the time to get lost in details. This is a big picture energy, and you need to be acutely aware of what's coming at you. And if you don't get on board with that now, you're going to be taken out by something slinging by you. Um, it's just how it's going, you know. And I can only come on here and, give you a heads up to it all because I see it. Feel it, hear it, smell it, taste it. And now I got a beeline now. So, so anyways, that's some of the stuff I've been getting for the last 24 hours. It's been a very busy 24 hours. So let me get going here. Because I already got 15 minutes on there, and I got a few cards here. Okay, so there's the moth. That's what I'm talking about with the moth. So, well, 44, that's a 44, that's a very stable number. Devour the fierceness calling within the howling of our spirit. Run wildly into the freedom of your knowing. In this upgrade, there's just some of us that just completely know stuff. We have just been completely cracked open to who we've been in past lives, and that information that we leveled up in the video game, so we get ding, 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 ding all over the place. We get all kinds of stuff in our chest of treasures. And it is a ferocious calling because it's a knowing. If I'm talking to God daily, shit, yeah, it's ferocious calling. You don't get better than that. And in the howling, it's calling out to your light tribe. And especially for those who are in the dark right now. Like some twin flames. This is, so the parting of ways of twin flames is occurring now. You can see that one is answering the call here, and another that's not ready. Well, as it's happened to me twice in a couple days. It's like magic. Like, all of a sudden I can just do this stuff. Just knowing when people are ready and when they're not. And you gotta leave them behind because they have work to do. No judgment. It's just what's happening. But we're upgrading and we're evolving, and that's what's happening with the twin flames as well. And I was bewildered too because I was so locked down in this process for so long, but we're not in that energy anymore. We're moving out of Pluto and Capricorn. We're moving into Pluto and Aquarius. There's in the age of Aquarius, and it's just, there's if you're ready for momentum, it's there. So embrace the flow and go with it. That's the immediate energy. The overall energy is which. When I pulled this card and I got this, I was called to do a message on this. So in the past, the witch wound that a lot of us carry, the thing about witches is through the generations, they've been the healers. They've been those who have, they've been in tune in past generations. They've been with their guidance. They've known things. They know how to work with the plants, and they know how to work the herbs and the oils, and work with spirit and spirit animals. And that's how we heal. That's how healing has been all along. And working and releasing that and ebbing with that flow. They were the healers of the past, along with the mystics and the shamans and the gurus and all of that, and so on and so forth. And when people come to you for healing and you can do it, then all of a sudden it's blasphemy because you did that. And these poor folks over generations and generations of being the healers and speaking to their guidance and being one with the earth and Mother Gaia were persecuted for many, many, many generations because of their gift of healing. It is quite a shame that has taken so long for people to realize what the gift of them was, and still is to this day. And you can just see her white healing color, cloaked in white, the sign of the healer, just meshed in with all of the herbs in the earth, but still shining bright. The healer within, without. Grab hold. Allow the dwelling fire within your belly. That's the fire I've been feeling. So I've been burning candles, and they've been like so high. And I've been talking about the fire in my belly that I've been feeling within the belly. Awaken all that is. And that's what I've been talking about. I've awoken to all my gifts. They're trickling in slowly, because you can't be pummeled by these things. I'm more equipped now, these years into my awakening, but a mere glimpse, a delicate pull at the very roots, living in the alchemy of self. And that's just it. We all have gifts within. It's whether or not you want to awaken to them or not. It would be wise to do it now. This is the time you want to do it, but there are people that just don't want to do the work. No matter what their want or seeing, they're fighting their soul's evolution. It's what they've contracted to do on the planet at this time, but they're fighting it, and that's on them, and that's their journey, and they have that choice. And it brings what it made to them. That's their problem. That's the greatest gift you can give someone, is the gift of walking away. Is what it is. Concern yourself with yourself and your journey and your light and your gift of life from God and the universe and all your guides and guidance that are there to support you through that journey. Every time you come back to learn new things until you move on from this planet to do a job someplace else. That's what my light team does. We travel around, and we tend to stuff that we're contracted to do with God here at this time. The other day I did that message for my light team. Great darkness. Here where the spine bends and the mouth quivers, breathes the pieces that make you whole but cut deep with all of their sharp edges. Accepting who you are down to the bare skin. Allowing yourself to self-care, first of all, but everything that encompasses you. Embrace who you are. Be your authentic self and bear it to the world. That's what this time is about. Being in who you are, no masks. And if not everyone likes everyone, not everyone can handle everyone. If there's somebody that knows a lonely path, it's me. People can't handle my light a lot of times, because they're not ready for it. They'll remember it, and they'll ebb back and flow back and forth in my life because they want a piece of it. But my journey isn't the typical journey, and not everyone's is. But it's also embracing all of your desires and all of your wants and needs. It's here where the spine bends and the mouth quivers, and I'm thinking of being sexual and orgasms and embracing that feeling, that beautiful feeling of creativity, of uplifting love and passion and the care of somebody else. But the spine bends and the mouth quivers when it's bearing children, it's giving birth. The spine bends and the mouth quivers when you're angry. It's embracing all of your emotions and allowing them. You can see this beautiful woman is ebbing and flowing. if you do yoga at all, or you know what yoga is, like when I get up every morning, I do yoga. And it's learning to flow and ebb and breathe and allow that stretching to stretch you a little farther and bend a little more and ebb and flow with the energy and release things. And that's, when you're bearing a child, um that's a release. When you're having an orgasm, that's a release. When you're speaking your truth, that's a release. It's the goal is not to bury yourself in things and stuff them all down so you get sick and you cause yourself to die. You need to feel your feelings and let them flow. And I talked the other day about this as well, about people shaming sexuality. And God gives us the gift of love, and that means making love and not depreciating it. Like it's become cheapened. And love and making love and feeling the intensity of that orgasm when you're with somebody you care about, and allowing them to see you enjoy that moment and you enjoy them doing it as well, and that ebbing and flowing where the spine bends and the mouth quivers. Also, the same thing when you're bearing a child. I've borne a child, so you're doing the same thing in that your spine is bending. I reassure you. Your mouth is doing more than just quivering. And there's a whole lot that goes on during that time. It's a whole lot of mix of beautiful and ugly all at once. But the breath and what allowing your breath to flow through you in yoga and flow out of you as you give birth, and breathing it in and breathing it out as you're having an orgasm, and how fast it gets and it pumps through your veins, and feeling God's love in that, the holiness of embrace, and really feeling the other person's skin on yours and their heat and their passion and their love, really coming together. And there's it's such a shame that there's a depravity put upon the human body, because it's magnificent in what it can do. It's capable of many atrocities, but it's also capable of making life, of creating life. It's capable of amazing amounts of healing. Healing thyself and allowing yourself to be authentic, speaking your truth, embracing your desires sexually, with your partner, and when you're giving birth, and realizing and recognizing how amazing we are and how magnificent God made us, and his love, the one love, the I am love, and how we all want that peace and that love, and we all want to be uplifted, and and that's what this time is about. It's allowing flow and embracing who we are, and being one with yourself, taking care of your self-care, and simplicity and minimalism, and not overcomplicating things. Things are simple, and people have diminished a lot of the beauty in the human being. A lot has gotten lost in translation, and one of the reasons I am here also is my words articulate Um, uh, my vibration and my words and my voice are here to articulate that love to you all. Protection, as I said earlier, protection. I just want you, I have to show you this card one more time. Ebb and flow like this beautiful naked woman is, okay? Ebb and flow. Yes, everyone's seeing the boobies because you want to know what? There's nothing to be ashamed of with boobies. Everybody like boobies because when they're born, they get to nurse off of them. And then if you're somebody that likes boobies, you like to feel them. This is my house, stained by the very blood flowing through its walls, covered in a veil of delicious prayers, yet deadly to those who dare lift its hidden. Spiritual paths aren't for the meek. And we do bear those war wounds internally and externally, but it is through the experience and the wisdom of that journey that brings us to that elevation where you get to that point where you've earned the medal of honor of protection. It's as simple as that. Even in that dark, you are still the light. Even with your eyes closed, you still know your way. And you're protected. You have faith and trust and belief that God's got you on that other side of that fall. That no matter what happens, God's got this. Your guidance has got this. Your angels have got this. You've got this. Damn straight, you've got this. You may be alone, but you got a team that's with you. Elements. Remember to feel the warmth pulsing through her womb. You are a child of Mother Gaia. True harmony awaits you. It's when you embrace all of who you are. And the elementals are with us right now. Earth, wind, fire, and water. Ether. To really help us to start honing in on all of our parts, the parts of ourselves, allowing the air to clear, allowing the fire to transmute, allowing the water to allow flow into your life, and allow the earth to ground you. We need to embrace who we are, who we all are, and get back to the basics of who we are as a human being as we evolve right now. It is so important to really clue into who you are and what you want. You will flow so much easier when you're allowing yourself to flow and not fighting the change that's occurring, because it's massive. You may be here one day and you're going to end up over there the next. You could literally be living in one house one day and living in another house another day. It's just, things are going to be that quick. You're going to go from one relationship to another just like that. Because that's how quick it is. That's how quick the lessons are. Allow the flow. But know your tribe. Know who you are and do what you need to do. You can only take care of your own vessel best as you can. That's the only thing you can control. So just allow. Mischief. This is what I was talking about earlier with dark angel energy and energy vampires. When I moved out of state, almost a year and a half ago, I moved and I had the worst cracking open of spiritual awakenings could have, because I didn't understand that when I moved, I leveled up and I had nothing and nobody around me to have any support from that. And I got so sick internally because of that. And my vulnerability being in a new area opened me up to being defenseless to negative energy. It was the most frightening of times for me because my light was not protected. But I had to be broken down to see all this, to learn what that was and what it's capable of, so I can speak about it in the future. And it's mischief. It's if any of you don't understand right now, there's a great fight between good and evil on the planet. Keep your eyelids open and sight sharp as nails, for there is something trailing behind your tail. And this is letting you know that have faith in God, your angels, and your guidance, that when you embrace who you are and you're doing your work, at a moment's notice, there's an energy vampire that could be there, a dark angel coming into your life, and you need to be prepared to recognize the signs of that. This just is what it is. It's a spiritual awakening, and we're changing, and things are changing, and the light's conquering the earth more and more every day. And you need to be acutely aware of what is on the planet and who is encased discreetly in those dark angel energy vampires, and be aware and know how to quickly and swiftly move on from that and seek guidance on how to maneuver out of it. But don't sit in it, and you're not meant to endure it. Things manifest quickly now. So nature spirits, on your toes, twirl and twirl until you're ready to take flight. They arrive in the winds beneath your wings and speak through the swaying of the trees. The elementals and nature spirits, we're getting a ton of guidance and a ton of support now. That's because of all of the changes that's going to happen between now and March. Listen, observe, feel, and just know not only are you protected, but then in being the observer and paying attention and listening, when necessary, head out into the shrubs. Stand near a tree. Don't watch out for the ticks. They're awful. And not only ground, but regain energy and listen to what nature is telling you. Replenish yourself. Owl, wisdom coming on in. Behold sight, O ancient ones. That's speaking to past lives right there. For there is magic in darkest of places, if one dares to open their eyes. Absolutely. Being in your shadow. The greatest gift you give somebody. Yourself. The greatest gift you can give someone is a gift of walking away. Sometimes you just gotta go away to find yourself. You may never come back, but you'll end up going where you need to go. A lot of directional changes right now. But we have the owl wisdom in our ear. This is also the upgrades fully to who we are as well, for those of us who are going through that process right now. And no fair, people. Benjamin's snoring. I love him. Oh, what a big lug. He's so spunky. He knocks his mama over all the time. He's just a bag of love coming at you. For there is magic in the darkest of places, if one dares to open their eyes and have the courage to embrace their shadow. Have the guts to stand up for yourself in self-care. And get that shit out of you, because it doesn't need to be festering in you any longer. And walk the walk we all gotta walk. I'm feeling Leo energy with that card also. The Strength card in the tarot deck. Potions and spells. A pinch of this, a dash of that. Be sure you're sure before you call. First of all, be careful for what you wish for, because manifesting is like that, like I just said earlier. This is also self-care. Um, eating, exercising, sleeping, supporting yourself with herbs, and nutritional, vitamins and minerals, and, sound healing, massage, Reiki, reflexology. There's so many things that I personally know that help, clearing the chakras, and clearing your meridians and balancing out, being in touch with, herbs, spices, and aromas, and really nurturing yourself and listening to what your body needs. My body will tell me when I need certain herbs now, or when I'm becoming deficient in something. Just really learning to listen to what supercharges you and boosts you and helps support you. Self-care is so necessary now. Pumpkin. Uncaging the spirit within thou, the fertile power you hold, to taste your buttery velvet upon tongue, is a gift I shall cherish each day that comes. Couple things with this. Allowing yourself to embrace who you fully are. Allowing yourself to embrace your sexuality. This really is encompassing love, and embracing love and allowing it to flow in you. Embracing somebody you care about, you're attracted to, and feeling their skin next to yours, and really allowing yourself to feel that passion and that desire, and feeling your heart beat and that blood flow through you, feeling life. To taste your buttery velvet upon tongue. That is such a sexual comment right there. The fertile power that you have by embracing who you are and being confident in who you are, and allowing yourself to be one with nature, and cherishing that gift of life that we have here. People are so in fear, and they allow themselves to be bogged down in it, and being fearless, limitless, and embracing who you are and your sexuality, and knowing that love isn't dangerous. It's awesome, and it's devouring, and being okay with that. And if it's for a fleeting moment, it's for a fleeting moment. If it's for days, it's for days. If it's for years, it's for years. But never losing that desire, that flow, and that succumbing to anger and withholding, and not allowing yourself to open up like a woman's legs do, to invite love in, and allowing that is so amazing. And also, as a woman births, she opens her legs to allow the gift of life. We'll allow so many displeasures in our lives, and we really need to start embracing, allowing ourselves the gifts of life, the gifts of living here and now. We don't live very long on this planet, and succumbing to the nasty things that life offers you a choice to have. I think I'll embrace what I think versus, people may criticize me for being happy-go-lucky and laughing and joking all the time and making 12-year-old boy jokes, and I can openly talk about sex and love all of that and still be powerful and still be shallow and corny and dorky, and I can still be submissive but still be fierce if I want to be. That makes me the woman that I am. But I embrace who I am. I love who I am. I've never been so happy in my entire life. And I sit here making a video for you all about my guidance and what I know and what I see and what I feel and what I hear with my 2 puppy dogs. One snores and the other one doesn't. And I'm at peace. I love life. I love my life. I see my life having more in it. And I embrace that. And how fitting that card is. Rebirth. The fire in the belly. Embracing life. Coming together. Enjoying life. Getting those marshmallows out and sitting by the fire pit. And what? Yo, somebody said smoking a bone. Okay, smoking a bone, having a beer, having a hot chocolate, snuggling, having sex for shits and giggles. Grab your partner and go have some sex in front of that fire pit. Live your life, okay? You can still be exciting and thrilling and not be debauchery everywhere. And there's nothing wrong with enjoying your life. Within the margins, of course. But for God's sakes, can we just please get on with it? Let's leave the fear behind and not releasing things from our past we don't need anymore and drudging up old things that don't need to be brought up anymore. Release them. Let them go. Let them flow. There's death and all that awakens. For it isn't blissful or nor painless. It's a mighty rising, O flame resurrected. Absolutely. Burn it in the transmuting flame. Allow it to go. It's not needed. It's too heavy. It's a burden. Allow it to go and let it flow. Woohoo! I don't know why I'm seeing women throw bras into that. I don't know why. That vision just came to me. Well, it's been 48 minutes. And for the 3rd day in a row, I still managed to gumption up sexual readings. There's something going on. There's something going on. That's a whole lot of love. Want a whole lot of love? Led Zeppelin said it best. Want a whole lot of love? They want to be your backdoor man. Oh, my guidance is Shoon's here. Oh, Shoon's coming out. Let's read her card. Let's read what she's got to say. I hear her. I hear her. Aphrodite's there too. Oh, we're coming up with a reading with them. That's what's happening. Not right now, but I'll pull a Shoon out. She's my girl. Oh, she's one of my first guides. Dun, 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 dun. Nothing more sexy than some Jeopardy music, huh? Yeah. Oh my goodness, where are you? You're at the beginning. Okay. There she is. Yeah. One gorgeous mama coming in right there. Oshun. Fearless love. Absolutely. Look at her. Gorgeous. I'd say. That's one hot mama. That's what she's saying to me. I love her. Oh, she's so funny. Thank you, Oshun. Mwah. And she is coming, and she's telling me she is coming in for a reading. Oh, she's going to be with us for a little while. Okay. I look forward to it. She spices it up, for sure. So, what you need to know... Oh, what's the card coming up behind? Live out loud, baby. Oh, yeah. She's about sensuality. And it's sensuality in the sense of, yes, sexy sensuality and skin on skin and sexuality and all of that. But it's also sensuality, and it's feeling your feelings and feeling love and allowing yourself to feel it and embrace it. And there's so many ways to love on the planet. Love the food that you're eating. Love the bed you're sleeping in. Love that warm, awesome shower in the morning before you go to work. You know, there's so many ways to love. Loving, taking care of yourself. You know, just gorgeous. Absolutely. That's a nice way to finish. Anyway, that's my reading. There was a lot in there, but it seems to be a lot lately, so I'm just going to start getting ready for these longer videos sometimes. But, oh well. Anyways, have a great night, everyone. I'm going to get ready for bed. I got work in the morning. And the dogs will wake me up. Anyways, so thank you very much for joining me. I'll be back tomorrow for my self-care message. And like I said, that's a message from the Lyrans. And of course, it's that lion strength that I'm getting with that. The delicate, it's not a forceful strength energy. It's that penetrating. Ugh, here we go again. Man, I am just feeling the sexuality. I just tell you. Okay, but it's redemption. I talk about the re-healing, R-E, and there's healing and redemption. Redeeming yourself, and you redeem yourself when you level up, when you allow yourself to change and ebb and flow, and allow yourself to let things go so you can bring new things in, new beginnings, new people, places, and things. And that's what life's about. You only got one life to live here at this time that you know of. So embrace it, live it, love it, and go with the flow. But anyways, thanks a lot for joining me. Really appreciate you. Have a great evening. Peace and love, everyone. Bye. Look at Mr. Benjamin. He's not snoring right now. So cute. Bye. Love you.